Hey lovelies, welcome to your weekly reading, and this week we are going to use the Archangel Metatron card deck from Amanda Ellis, and we're going to just choose 3 cards which will give you some insights and energies of the week that's incoming. So let's have 3 cards. Take a while to come out. This one definitely wants to come out. Okay, first card is Ancestors, which is appreciation and healing. Card number 2. Oh, okay. Card number 2 just jumped out the pack here. Focusing, but it's Mother Earth, grounding and support. And then a few come up there, but I'm just gonna find one other. Okay. Card number 3 is Warrior of Light. Warrior of Light. Silver. Okay, so let's just take a look at these cards. So here's the 3 cards. First one is Ancestors, appreciation and healing. Now, what I want to say about this one is that, you know, for this week, it's, you know, really a card to just indicate that you are, you know, you're bigger than just yourself. You know, there's so much more to you and to, you know, where you've come from, what you're doing. You know, I think it can be, you know, it can be sometimes feel like there's a sense of isolation, a sense of, you know, maybe there are some challenges in life. Maybe there's some things that are repeating in your ancestral line. Maybe there's some things around, you know, maybe relationships, or, you know, this is a general reading, of course, so it's not specific. You know, just take from this what feels good for you. But, you know, it could be around relationships, it could be around career, it could be around you know, habits, habitual. And we learn habits and things through the family line. History repeats itself. And so this is really a card about just checking in this week and just choosing whether the situations that you're currently in, whether they're feeling good to you, and whether they're actually your truth, or whether it's just that you're, you know, repeating old patterns, previous patterns, learned patterns from within the family unit. And this could, you know, just not be like within the family unit, you know, parents, grandparents, great-grandparents, and so on. It might just actually be, I feel, maybe within your family unit this week. So, you know, just, there's so much that you can take from what's happening, or what has been happening, or the repetition of things. So, you know, this week, just have a little look at what's currently going on for you, and just ask whether there is any repetition, whether there's, you know, a situation's coming back full circle. And the best thing you can do really in that respect is just learn the lessons from that, and really learn. When you learn the lessons, you're on the path to really healing that particular circumstance, that situation, that belief system. You know, your genetics are your genetics, but you can choose to change those if you choose to, if you feel guided to. And, you know, you can get help and support to do that if you feel that's something that you need some help with. So Yeah, what else do I want to say about that? Yeah, so when you go through any kind of healing, if there's anything you want to shift and correct, you know, something that's no longer serving, by healing, you're actually healing everyone else within the ancestral line. You know, everybody receives freedom: parents, grandparents, great-grandparents, aunties, uncles, previous lives, you know, your previous lives as well. Everything gets healed, so it doesn't, you know, just remember that you know, you're not isolating yourself to one particular situation. You know, that cleaning, that shifting can happen across the ages, across the eras, and through the ancestral line. Yeah, and also just acknowledging that, you know, where have you come from? Where have you picked up skills, talents, gifts? You know, maybe you're an amazing singer, maybe you're very good at caring for others and helping and supporting them, and you know, being that trusted guide. You know, whatever that is, really tap into that this week and honor that. You know, give yourself a big pat on the back, I want to say, for you know, owning and really being in that space of whatever your gifts are. Yeah, I don't want to say anything else about that. Yeah, I think also, you know, just having a look at the card, there's some children in this card. There's also a woman who's pregnant, and there's a guy behind with a baby, and this really just indicates that there's always a chance for rebirth. Rebirth happens you know, whenever you want it to, and I'm not just meaning physical birth of a child, although, you know, there could be some birth and children related situations here in this reading. You know, that would be fantastic if that was the case, but you know, this is about rebirthing something, whether that's on a physical level and you're rebirthing a project, or you know, reviving a relationship, or whether that's, you know, rebirthing you and yourself and just changing things up, particularly as we're at the end of the year. And we've also had a full moon. There's a full moon here in this card number 3 here, this silver card. And so full moons are all about releasing what no longer serves, so therefore you can then choose to rebirth something else. So yeah, a really positive card here, one I really love. So just coming into Mother Earth now, card number 2. This really is about you grounding your energies this week. When I say grounding your energies, you know, it's a really busy time of year. There's lots going on. But, you know, if we want to survive the Christmas season, particularly if you're in the Northern Hemisphere and, you know, the weather's changeable. The weather's also changeable here in the Southern Hemisphere. But, you know, it's so important to just come back to self, to ground your energies in. You know, we're at the end of 2019 as well. There's been a lot moving through for us all, for you in 2019. It's been a pretty dramatic year of situations and things of change. So just take the time this week just to take stock and just ground yourself in. You know, just feel the earth under your feet. This beautiful earth, these beautiful ploughed fields here. Yeah, ground yourself in. Eat lots of fresh fruit and vegetables. Get those nutrients in to your body, into your system this week. Yeah, it's, you know, as I say, there's lots of toxins around, but, you know, we're in the party season, and, you know, if we want to be our best self and we want to enjoy ourselves over and above the couple of nights out, then bringing yourself back to grounding in meditation, good food, good nutritious balanced food, getting a lie in, taking some time out, walking in the environment outside, breathing in the air, and just feeling the ground beneath your feet is going to really support you this week to be your best self. Yeah, I also want to say that what do I want to say? Well, sorry, we're just seeing what comes back in, what comes down. Yeah, I want to say, just in relation to this card here, and in relation to rebirth, you know, if you're rebirthing ideas, you know, this is a time for new ideas to really be coming in through to you right now. They need grounding in. You've got to build the building blocks. You've got this cube here. You've got to build the foundation. It's so important to build the foundations, to put the stability, the core down before you can, you know, fully embrace and, you know, bring this rebirthing into full fruition. So just take some time to sow some seeds. We've got some little grass shoots coming up here. Take the time to sow the seeds this week. Don't feel like you've got to try and move too far ahead. You're far better to just put a deposit down, put the roots, put the seeds in, allow the roots to come down into the ground, and just, yeah, get some traction there before you move, and even want to move the stage further. It's so important to put your roots down in the land. So whatever that is that you're looking to grow and birth and develop this week. Yeah, and just look after your own piece of land. Again, you know, it's like you've got to look after your skin, look after your body, and that will then look after you, if you like. Yeah. Card 30 is Silver, Warrior of Light, this one here. Again, you know, we've just had this full moon. We've had this 12/12, 12th of December. It's really, you know, a very spiritual, very soulful time. It's all around new, you know, the universe raising its frequency. And so we are having to cleanse. We need to cleanse, we need to cleanse, we need to cleanse, we need to shift whatever's no longer feeling good to you. And the full moon is the time to do that. So we're moving into this post full moon period now. And so whatever else needs to be released, it's a very good time to do that. I'm feeling relationships, whether that's relationships, business relationships, personal relationships, relationships with family, with friends. It could be any form of relationship. It's a time for you to just cleanse. And of course we've got the sword here. So this is a very sort of dynamic, entrepreneurial, driven, determined energy here. It's a very fiery type energy, and you know, the sword is like striking out, and to do that, to strike out and to do that really effectively, and to do that, you must sort of do that with compassion for yourself, compassion for everybody else. So while you need to just strike out and really own your truth and go forward on your path, on a path of truth, it's really, you want to do that from a compassionate place. You know, it doesn't need you to have a fight. I just want to say that let's move away from frustration and feeling like you've got that things need to be forcefully achieved. we can actually have whatever we want, whatever we're rebirthing, whatever we're setting out to do. We can do that with love, we can do that with compassion, we can do that with acceptance for others, with others, and just go forth with an open heart, if you like. You know, the silver sword is the silver sword of truth. So this is not about you hiding out, hiding away. It's your time to shine. It's your time to step forward and receive justice, and balance in whatever it is that you want to receive. It just feels like this is a very relationship dominated reading here. You know, as I say, the full moon is all about completion. It's about getting to a point where you're like, okay, I'm done. I'm now going to release that. I'm now going to move on. And so it's a cycle of ending and new beginnings. And new beginnings also, again, points back to this rebirth here that's going on this card on the left. So, you know, just feel the energy now. We're in a really strong, energetic place. Just use the light, use that strength, use that clarity, that energy now to move forward, but building the foundations first. There's no need to jump too far ahead. Just allow the energy, feel it through, and just allow it to help you to make a decision, but also, I want to say decision, but a difference in your world right now. Yeah, it's not, you know, this is not a time to deny yourself. It's not a time to deny your situation either. You know, whatever it currently looks like for you. Yeah, beautiful cards, beautiful week to move into before Christmas, and whatever groundwork you do now with love to shift and change something that's going on for you. You've got massive potential to do that with grace and with acceptance, and the ability to move forward quite cleanly, quite effortlessly, as long as you're coming from your heart and being truthful with yourself around that. So I hope it's a good week. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon.